Hey folks, it's Chris Crazyhouse here, and I want to talk about some breaking news that I just saw, and that is about the season 2 of Batwoman that comes on the CW, and how it's not doing too well, folks, and that's to put it mildly. Uh, the headline here is Batwoman season 2 drops 80% in ratings, and it fails completely. Now that last part there, fails completely, is a bit of an opinion. That's not necessarily the truth so far, even though I don't think it's heading in a positive direction. So apparently, Batwoman season 2, where they replaced Ruby Rose and got a new actress. I believe her name is it Javicia, or I don't know if it's pronounced Javicia or Javicia Leslie. And so they had a black woman playing the new Batwoman on the show. And after the abysmal season 1, the season 1 of Batwoman started out with high ratings, but then the people that were praising it and claimed to like it and claimed to want this female lesbian superhero, they stopped watching it, and that dropped off dramatically towards the end of its run. And so then Ruby Rose left, and people thought the show was just going to kind of go into the ether somewhere. But then the showrunner said they're bringing the show back and are making a season 2, and they won't replace Ruby Rose's character, Kate Kane, but what they're going to do is have a different character or a different person play Batwoman on the show. And they got a black woman. They made sure she was openly gay, and they were off to the races again. Gave her a little natural hair, red wig, and they came out with Batwoman season 2. But already, not even too far into its first season run, or well, it's not its first season, but you know what I mean. It's the second season, but the first time with this character, and already it's starting to drop off ratings wise. And people are trying their best to make it seem like there's some interest in this show. I gotta admit, I haven't seen too much about this show at all, and most of the stuff I've seen has all mostly been negative. Like, I haven't seen anything really good about it. Even that the black nerd community, who's usually overly praising projects that have black characters in them, or these hand-me-down uh, uh, comic book or cartoon characters that become black. Usually they're overpraising stuff like this, but even in this instance, I haven't seen them say anything positive about Batwoman season 2. And I watch a lot of them as they do like reactions or reviews, and I haven't heard anything really positive about this show. So I don't think it's going to last much longer. I think at this point they need to just go ahead and bury the whole Batwoman franchise on the CW. Maybe they can have her show up in one of their other shows or something like that. But as far as her having her own show, it's not working. They've ruined the character. At this point, when you do things 2 times in a row and you strike out like that, it's just time to go ahead and let it go, folks. You don't need to keep on beating a dead horse or beating a dead bat, as it were. And like I said, it's a shame because, like I said, the comic book version of Batwoman is actually a very cool character. When the New 52 came out and they created that, well, they didn't create her for that book, but when they came out with that New 52 book, she was actually a very cool character. I thought the book was one of the better ones that DC was putting out at the time. But they dropped the ball big time with this show. And I don't know if it's because they're going with the identity politics, because, yes, Kate Kane in the comic books is a lesbian, but that's not her character. You understand what I'm saying? It was not like that's all she's about. There's so much more to that character, and aesthetically, I always thought the character was beautiful. I like the way the character looks with that, with the red hair, the black costume, and the chalk white skin. I thought that was a very cool look for a character. But like I said, they've ruined it now, and it's gotten completely ridiculous. Even this black woman that they put in there, I feel bad for her. Like, I don't know if she knew that her plot was going to be this, that her alter ego was a former drug addict who was a drug runner, and now she's sober and she's living in a van down by the river, talking to plants and whatnot. I mean, damn, man. Is that the best they can do for an origin or for an alter ego for a black character? A homeless bum, a homeless reformed drug addict? Is that the best they can do for a black character? It's like, it just seems like a backhanded diss. Like, we're making you a superhero, but your alter ego is poor and a drug addict or a former drug addict or a former drug runner or whatever, and we really don't give a damn about you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for her that she's been kind of put in that role and it hasn't done well. But I didn't really expect it to do much better than what their first season did. The first season failed like it did, and the main actress decided to cut tail and run. I don't know what they thought this girl was going to make happen. I don't know. They were working on, hey, we're getting a black woman. She's gay. Maybe Black Lives Matter will watch this show, or maybe Tarana Burke will come make a guest appearance as a villain, as the Penguin or Clayface or something like that. I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section, though. Like I said, I'll post a link to the article. Now, I said this piece here is more opinion than anything else. I don't think it doesn't have really a lot of journalistic integrity other than maybe just the numbers themselves. But I'll just say that it's a shame that the series has gone this way. But I'll post a link to the article. You guys can read it, but don't take it too much on the nose, because like I said, there's a lot of opinion mixed in here. It's not really a journalist ideal writing job here, okay? A lot of hits in there too. So you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. Anyway, Chris Crazyhouse signing out. Peace.